We received the request for a greenhouse quote today, and this was with double plastic and roll-up sides, and to make sure that the freight component was included in that package. So when everything was said and done, the quote came in at just over $8,000, and we received an email back that indicated that the budget available was $6,500 and asked if we had any advice on how to meet that budget. One thing I always resist doing is to suggest going smaller with the structure, because if you reduce the square footage by 25%, you're not going to reduce the cost by that much, and you are going to reduce your output by 25%. So that is short-sighted in my opinion. The first thing that we determine is, when are you growing in this structure? If a customer is not growing in the wintertime, then the double plastic with air between, which reduces heat loss by 30%, is not really a valuable part of that package. So that is something that can be taken out. If the structure has roll-up sides, we typically add the steel tubing along the side with the wire lock. It's a little bit more money up front, but it's a permanent solution. So by giving that up and going with wood instead, it's not long-term saving, but it is a way of reducing the immediate cost and getting it within a budget. Another thing we typically suggest too is that if a potential customer gives us a little bit more time, a little bit more flexibility as to when they're going to need this building, we can work with them so that we have a larger group of customers going to an area, and thereby the freight component is going to be less. Again, it won't be a significant savings, but it all helps. One thing that we always suggest as well is to keep the ends simple. You are not going to get a dime of extra return by putting in fancy ends. So keep the ends simple and keep that money for added space. Now, if this sounds like the kind of advice you would like to be part of as you work with your project, certainly encourage you to keep Multi-Shelter Solutions in mind for your next quote. Also, subscribe to our Community Connection newsletter so that you can stay in the loop as far as things that are coming up and bits of advice that we can help you with, because the bottom line is we are here to help you to get it right. We want to establish a long-term relationship, and we look forward to working with you.